What's happening, guys, and welcome to the 5th part of the walkthrough for Elden Ring. I'm going to play through the game. We're on part 5 now, so if you're up to this point, I do appreciate you watching. Just a slight little recap. We're just going to go through, as we do on every episode, we just do a quick recap of what we've done in previous. So your map should start looking a bit like this. We've got the round table hold. We've done some of the caves. We've done a couple of quests. We've leveled up. We've found some weapons. And we've progressed quite a bit. As we just, you know, we're getting prepared for, the first major boss fight. The main bosses. So today we're going to go and do another quest. So, you want to start off is, well, where we left off last time, which is a guild, Lake South. And then we're just going to make our way down to this area, all the way down here, to Castle Morne. But before we do, we've got to get there, and we've got to find the map fragment to open up this area. So, from this site of grace, we're going to go down here. Be sure to keep farming your materials. See a soldier here, so just get rid of him. Bloody horse. Apologies, a bit rusty. If he drops anything, just grab it, so we can sell it on a later date. And then you're gonna come to this bridge here. Now, you're going to be wanting to run straight through it. And just be careful, because there's a ballista on this bridge. So just run straight through. Jump over here. And come to this side grace here and just rest up. Because you might have lost some health or whatever. And then we're just going to quickly take out the soldiers on this bridge and see what sort of items they've got for us. Plus there's a couple of items you probably want to grab on this bridge while you're here as well. It's fairly straightforward, they ain't too difficult. Just try and avoid fighting two of them at once. Using your bloody slash and combat mechanics, use your shield. It can be a bit well, they have got shields, so be sure to hack away at these guys. As I said, they shouldn't give you too much of an issue. I dealt with. It's completely optional whether or not you want to destroy the ballista. You can't use it, but I just tend to destroy it. Right, you'll find your first item here on that dead body, and you'll find your second item just in front of that fence there. So grab them. You'll see 3 more soldiers here. Again. Getting dealt with. And then this guy as well. You can farm that. Of course you can. Do it a couple of times, see what you can get out of it. But when you come out of this side, you go all the way up here, and just grab everything. You know what I mean? There's a couple of things, you know what I mean, materials you can pick up and whatever else, but for the purpose of the video. So we're doing this quest, I'm just gonna leave it. But I would suggest you do it. And to start this quest, we're going to be wanting to come to this lady here, and we'll speak to her, exhaust her dialogue, and she will give you an option to deliver a letter to the castle, which you are going to be wanting to say yes, you're going to do that. If you've lost health, then obviously you know what to do. So, once you've exhausted the dialogue, I'm going to follow this road down here. Should be looking a bit like this. Picking up everything along the way. And you'll come to this, you'll see a giant, some puppies, a couple of soldiers dotted about. Now, the choice is yours, either to run straight through and not do anything. If you want to just go for the quest, then that's fine. But I'd recommend just killing everything here. Because you can get some items from these, and of course I can tell you a little bit about these guys. Now, they're not overly strong, but they can kill you. I mean, everything on this game is designed to kill you, and they are pretty fast, so it's recommended horseback for killing them. And also you'll see this broken trailer here, which has a weapon in the back of it called the Morning Star, which is a flail. So grab that, because who knows, you might want to use that weapon. I'll just quickly show it you so you know what you're looking for. And that's it. Not too bad a weapon, and causes blood loss build up, so it's a pretty decent weapon to have this earlier on in the game. So continue on this path here. I'm jammed in a tree there, and you just see different materials dotted about. Be sure to grab them. If you saved all your materials and you're running low on ruins, then come to this site of grace here, this grace site, and there's a merchant there for you to be able to sell all your materials to him for your ruins to be able to level up. There's also some things to purchase from him, so it's worth having a look, see what he's got going on. Now, if you've come through here at night time, once you get here, you'll notice that there is a night cavalry that goes straight through here down that road. Now, it's up to you whether or not you want to fight him, and it can be a challenge. Now, if you want to fight him and you die, then keep trying, or you can just skip to pass the time until the daytime and he won't be there at all. You don't have to worry about him, but eventually you're gonna have to kill him anyway, because what I class as a mini boss, a mini area boss, so you can wait until you're a bit stronger and then come back and fight him, which you will, best way to fight them is on horseback. So, continue down here, making sure, you know what I mean, you're picking up your items. As you get to around this point, you'll see this thing here. There's a map fragment here which will light up this bit of the map. Grab that. And you'll notice that someone is firing massive arrows at you. And there is. Just weave in and out of the, in between these ruins, grabbing wherever you can. And you'll be wanting to make your way down this path here. Just stick to this side of the path. Just keeping an eye out for these arrows is firing at you. You shouldn't really get hit if you are behind cover. Just time it right and just run straight up to him, and it'll be around here. And he's a giant, so you'll notice that on his ankles they're orange. So just smack his ankles, and you should take him down pretty quick. He's not overly powerful, and he's not got any sword or anything to be able to hit you back, just that bow. So you shouldn't really have much of an issue with him at all. So it will bring you to this castle and a grace point here, so rest at that. We're going to be going through this castle in this episode. We're going to do this quest. Now, you are going to die in this castle a few times. And there's two ways to tackle this castle. So I'm going to show you a couple of the ways to do it. And as I said, we are going to die, so it's expected. Don't worry about it too much. Summon shrine there, activate that. Now, it'll bring you to this courtyard here. Now, you don't want to just run in there and start fighting everything, because they'll hack you to pieces. You know what I mean? These guys are just nasty in groups. They really are. So, there's one of two ways to do it. I'll show you the first way, which is the quickest way. I'll sneak up to this dog here. Hit that. And just watch out for the second one that comes from over here. If you click the right stick in on your controller, it should give you the ability to lock onto different enemies and use the right stick to switch between. So make sure you're getting used to using that method, because it works wonders. So you can just block their attacks with a shield and it should stun them for a quick second, allowing you to follow up with a heavy attack, being able to take a decent chunk of their health down. Now these dogs, again, are annoying in groups. They really are. So it's best to just try and tempt one out at a time. These three have got to die because there's no way of getting past them without alerting them, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue. Try and stick to the wall as much as you can. you shouldn't be seen if you're doing this. And then you'll notice this guy here just having a nap. Now, you can fight him if you want, or you can just sneak straight past him. There's an item here. It's not an important item, but grab it anyway. And you'll see this guy here just hacking into some soldiers. Sneak up behind him, and a quick jab to the back. And it shouldn't be too much of an issue for you. Then make your way up these ladders here. Now this quest can be pretty difficult because of the enemies. They're not the easiest thing to, especially in groups. You know what I mean? They can just be horrible. So it's about just using different ways of seeing what different ways you can use to be able to defeat these guys, especially these three here, because you're going to have to defeat these three here to be able to get across that bridge. Now, the easiest way I can see to do it, I've found anyway, is to, you know what I mean, move enough closer to them so they start making their way over to you. Using bloody slash and your shield. Because with them flying, it's near enough impossible to hit them. So you can try, you might get lucky. But essentially a bloody slash will just bring them straight down. And again, you shouldn't have too much of an issue, but I've died here before. And just kind of get used to different attack patterns of these guys because they're quite predictable. So once you've defeated them three, this top bit should be a-okay for you to, you know what I mean, explore a bit. And there's this ladder here which you can go down. Just be sure to just keep your eye open. This game has an habit of just laying in nasty surprises like that. Now if you're quick enough, you shouldn't have too much of an issue defeating that guy. And sneak up behind this one, just backstab him. Grab yourself a smithing stone too, and there's two of them, so they're worth picking up. Plus some more ruins for you. And then back up the ladder we go. And then there's some smouldering butterflies there, grab them if you wish. Now, if you really want to, you can go to this site of grace here, but once you hit that site of grace, you can't get back into this bit, so you'd have to go back to the beginning and then do it again. Now if you really low on potions, you've got one left, then I would recommend doing it and trying to do the run a bit better. Or if you, I mean, if you're gonna farm this a bit, then yeah, it's also a good idea just to go back and get more ruins or whatever. Now, there's a fight going off here. So you could either just leave them to fight and just wait it outside. You'll still get the ruins for it. Or you can join in. I'll go straight for that guy. Take out the archer first. Most annoying. With more being in groups and fighting it off, you can just use the bloody slash and just wipe them out pretty easy. Once you've dealt with them, come up here. And just be careful on these steps, because if you fall off, you're gonna die. And then you will come here. Some more smouldering butterflies there, and you'll come across this guy.
There's a face I've not seen.
Now this is who we delivered the letter to.
I'm Edgar, warden of this castle. As
Now,
see, the menials, they gave
listen
me
to what he
I'm
says.
sorry, but whatever, you come here to take this.
Give him the letter.
See, thank you, but I can't, even if they can, to ensure the treasured sword of. If you see Irina, her father, her father will come.
Alright. Now, what he's saying is basically he can't leave until everything in the castle is dead. However, it doesn't mean you have to do that. You could go back to the beginning and wipe everything out. You could. And there is another way, as I mentioned, there is another way around this quest, which just makes this little run a bit longer. Now, it's down to you how you go about doing this one, because it's not really a big castle, so there's not really a lot to find, but let me just get the, where is it? I'm pretty sure I picked it up. No, I can't find it. Right, anyway, so we start there, at that gate there, and we made our way across through the wall, you know what I mean, all these steps, But if you run straight up to that fire there, straight there, through that little fence, through that doorway, there's a chest in there which will give you a claymore, which is kind of like a sword. Pick that up. I can show you. We can jump down here like this, so run through there and then you'll come here. But if you're running through, run to about here and then quickly turn back with your shield like that, because one or two of them will follow you through and you'll have to defeat them. But there's the chest for the weapon, and you'll see some steps here. Now once you get to the bottom of these steps, you want to wait here and just crouch and just wait in this doorway a little bit. And they'll start attacking each other. Just go in with a bloody slash and quickly wipe them out. Come to this ladder here. And you'll notice that there's another little Royal Rumble going off here. Now you can defeat all of these guys if you really want to, just get stuck in. But just be careful. There's quite a few of them. Take last potion now. Too much of an issue because the majority of them are just popping out wherever else they're fighting, but you can get some items, some more ruins and stuff, and then you'll see an item here which will give you another little tip about summoning people into the game. Have a read through that. There's 2 more over there, but for the video I'm just not going to go over there, so I'm literally down to half my health here. I don't fancy running through it all again. And then you'll come up here. So once you've come up here and you've searched everything and you've killed everything on this floor, go across where them 2 are, slay both of them, and you should get a steel wire torch, which is basically what it says. It's a torch. However, these are handy because you can use the light to illuminate darkness in caves and whatever else, but if you hold the back trigger, the left back trigger, you can also use it to breathe fire to kind of defend yourself, and it just stops people just getting too close. It can also have a stagger effect, so it's worth picking it up. So be sure to pick it up, and then just drop down here, and it will just lead you back to where you was. But yeah, everything's dead by now anyway, apart from them down there. So now we know what we must do. We must go to this grace point here and just rest at this, because we're going to push on. So be sure to keep spending your ruins, keep leveling up, because there's going to be a mini boss here anyway, so I'm going to put 1 in vigor. One in dexterity. Just bear with me a sec. So you'll notice now that it's costing a bit more for you to level up, so golden ruins will come in handy, just to give you that extra bit if you're having an issue leveling up. 680. Put 1 in strength and 1 in dexterity. Oh, hang on. I'm going to put 2 in dexterity, because obviously I want to have building them 2 up, as well as endurance and vigor. So I'm going to put 2 in dexterity now. And that's going to leave me just over 3k of ruins to continue on the grind. So I'm going to come down here. Now you'll be careful here as well, because that way there's a drop. And then that way there's also a drop, but let's drop on here. Pick up your stone sword key, which I'll explain what they are at a later date. And it's just full of these guys. Now they shouldn't be too much of an issue, because I don't know what they're doing. I think they're just either feeding or asleep. But crouching, you can get right behind them and just get them. These things can be an issue because they're just tanky. But fire seems to do the trick anyway. But 17 ruins, not really worth it. Now, you can go in here, but just be careful. Said Elden Ring has the habit of nasty surprises, and one being that thing. There is a ghost in there where you can talk to. And these are what you call scarlet rot. They are scarlet rot sort of things. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're just weak to fire, so it's worth just using that. And then you can talk to this. It doesn't really do anything, but no harm in just chatting. Come across here. Now you can sneak up on this guy because he's just yeah. He's not friendly. It can be quite an issue. Well, that worked. I think he's dead though. No, he's not dead. He's away from us anyway. You can knock him off if you time it right. Some more smouldering butterflies. The thing is with that guy, he's, you know what I mean, quite powerful, but he's just died, so. Come up here. You see a chest. Crack that open. And you'll get a talisman, a twin blade talisman. Talismans go here, and it enhances final hit of chain attacks. Again, whatever build you're going for. You know what I mean, it could come in handy for your build, of course. So it's just worth picking the talismans up, because as you progress in the game, you're able to equip more than one, so it's worth picking them all up. Jump off here. Keep it full health as well. And then down here. And then grab that tarnished sunflower. It's not really anything of importance, but runes at the end of the day. And kill that beetle, rune beetle, and jump over here. Now you can easily die. You can easily fall down there, so just be careful. Make your way across here. And then you'll come across here and just roll off, jump off at an angle. Now, with this bit, just be really, really careful, because if you fall, you're gonna die. So you've got to be ever so careful. The first time I did this, it took me a few tries, because yeah, I'm not too good at this sort of stuff. And just be careful, and then jump off there. You're gonna kind of stay in the same place for a second, but run straight out. You don't want to be getting attacked by multiple enemies. You just want to kind of draw them out using bloody slash just to get rid of them and kill them. And then you've got grace point here, which you'll probably need anyway. So be sure to visit that. Which would then spawn them rats back in, but we're in more of a position now to. Now the rats can be pretty annoying, because they are pretty, the attacks are pretty strong. But you shouldn't have too much of an issue. What fucking hell it's for? Shield works for him. Don't worry, if you've lost health, you can just go back to that grace point, but once you've been in here, you don't need to go in here again. And then just kill that guy. If he came out with the rats, then just be extra careful. And then you get yourself a whip. Now, I've not seen anyone who's done a build with a whip, but it's a weapon. The whip is actually a weapon, and it's not a bad weapon either. Give it a try, see how you go. See how you go. Anyway, onwards. We'll go across this bridge here. Now once you get to a certain part of the bridge, you'll see another one of these strong guys here. Don't be afraid to, you know what I mean, just jump off the bridge or whatever. You're only going to be wanting to do this the once, unless you fancy just killing them over and over again. But just be fast, you know what I mean? You shouldn't have too much of an issue. There we go. Now this little place is the spot before the boss. Now in recent previous episodes, I have said that every time there's a boss, there is that door. It's kind of like a golden mist over it. You can explore this little area, but do not go too far out. You'll see the difference. Right, we're fine because we're walking on the rocks still, but if we go any further, we'll drown. Like, it's instant death. So you can explore this little area. Now you can kill the jellyfish, but there's really no point. They're not overly powerful. They don't carry massive amounts of ruins or anything like that. There's no point really. Now if you go through here, you're gonna see this big crab here. First time I did this I thought, oh shit, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because it's a big crab. You know what I mean? It can probably get its claw in here. But yeah, it kind of has a difficulty doing that. But you want to kind of lure it to where you are, like here. And just hit it with bloody slash a couple of times. Three or four should do it. And that's another 350 ruins. You get some crab eggs. Now after you've done all that, and you've had a little nosy about and explored and whatever else, if you're low on potions, just go back to that site of grace and then just come back as you was going over the bridge and just drop straight over, drop straight down. And enemies here shouldn't even notice you. So that's what I'm going to do, because I need the potions. So you can farm it all again if you want. It's completely fine. You just drop down. Try not to drop on any of these jellyfish, because if you drop on them you'll cause damage to them and then you'll aggro them, and it's just something, it's just a waste of time really. Now you'll see, once you get here, at the beginning of the castle where the lift is, there should have been a summoning statue. And if you touch that, you'll be able to summon some help for the boss. So, make sure you get him summoned. Bring toys, bring it, and then come through, drop your wolves. Get out of the way. Just be careful, because that guy is fast. He is pretty powerful to low levels. So just allow your wolves and the NPC to just stay down as much health. But he is literally going straight through the wolves. Don't mess about. Just use your bloody slash, so you can have him just deal damage to him at a distance. You want to kind of try and keep the NPC alive as long as you can. Kind of want that NPC to aggro him for a fortunate fight while just keep out of this guy's way. As I have said, it's fast and it can take you out in one hit. So if you do end up losing your life, don't worry about it, just go for it again. Eventually you will get you know what I mean, you will defeat him. But at least you don't have to go through the whole of the castle to get down there. You can grab that NPC again and then just try a different tactic. Maybe save the wolves for a bit later on or whatever. Maybe switch weapon, have a look at what armor sets you've got. I mean, putting that armor on, you know what I mean, helped a little bit. I mean, these braces here, again, decent. We've got some fire arrows there, so using the back bumpers, you can use your arrows if you wish. Have a look through your weapons, see if there's anything that's a bit more powerful, or you've got enough strength and dexterity to equip. You know what I mean? It's all about just seeing what works, sort of thing. If you've got any pots and whatever else, you can use them. You could invite a friend in. Let's put this thing down here. Wait a second. Nothing pops up, then there's nobody around. So just try it again. Just be sure to pick up your runes before getting killed again. Stay out of his way, try and get the NPC to aggro him. If you think the NPC is having a hard time, then you know what I mean, just try and get him off him in a minute and allow him to just go back in there. Just keep going with the bloody slash. Seriously can be an issue. However, that NPC can defeat him. So go back in, rinse and repeat. But as I've said in previous videos, I'll leave the deaths and mistakes in these videos, because if I was to edit the deaths out, then I'd just be lying to everyone, making the game look easy, and it's not, because there's no difficulty setting for it. It's just a hard game. All Souls games are. So if you die, just come back and try again. Let's go straight in. keep your magic potion after you've released the wolves. Nice, staggered. Aggro him to a point where he shouldn't be able to come for you. Because they're constantly on. There we go. He's done. Gives you the grafted blade greatsword, which again is a decent weapon and about 3,000 runes. So be sure to twitch the grace point, get your stuff, your potions restocked. Just have a look around. I don't think there's anything here worth picking up. There usually isn't in boss areas. So the grafted blade greatsword, a decent weapon, but you're gonna have to have 40 strength and 14 dexterity to be able to wield it. You can carry it. But you're not going to be able to use the power of it. So it's all the more reason to level up your character at every given opportunity to be able to use that sword. It's a decent sword. It's not the best, but it's decent, and there's a somber smithing stone there. Now we've got to get to the guy. To go and tell him that everything in the castle has been defeated. So fast travel back to the beginning of the castle. Be sure to call for the lift. Because again, if you drop down there, you're a dead man. Or woman. Could be playing as a woman. Now, everything is still here. Right, everyone's still here. And I can imagine you thought, well, hang on a sec, that doesn't mean you've defeated everything in the castle, but it spun me out at first as well. It just basically said to get rid of that boss. That's another good thing about bows as well, is using them to, I should have mentioned that you can use a bow to taunt them over to you, one at a time. It works. You just got to be sure to have enough arrows. You can buy them easily enough at merchants, and they don't cost earth just for regular arrows. So there's another method to be able to get through the castle and get as many runes as possible. So back up the steps we go. Stairs, ladders, sorry, ladders. He's right on time. Let me just see if this will work. Oh, so if you fire an arrow at him, you'll get him down first. Let me just see if it'll work with this one here. Get him down on its own. Yeah. Where's the other guy? There we are. Okay. Down here. So just make your way through these guys again. Need to focus. We saved that guy's life. Need to stop trying to kill us. But we're like, they drop anything, then we're sure to make it. Be careful around that. And then come back to this guy.
I'm in your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen.
And then he'll tell you that obviously you've completed what you wanted.
Thanks to you, and devote my Irina has I only hope. Thanks to you, and devote my Irina has I only hope.
Right, and then after, grab them butterflies. Right, and then after that, you want to go back to the lady. The bridge of sacrifice. And it should put you more or less completing the quest. A couple more levels gained, a couple of more items got. Well worth doing. I mean, you don't have to do it at the start of the game. But yeah. And you'll notice now that she's dead. And examine, she's dead. And he'll be here, her father. So you want to be talking to him?
How could my daughter deserve for life? I chose to, and I'll find the foul wretch. I'll hunt them, rest assured. I'll find the foul wretched response. I'll hunt them, rest assured. I'll find the foul wretch. I'll hunt them, rest assured.
Just exhaust his dialogue. Now, you're just going to be left wondering, well, hang on, you know what I mean, what's happened? Right now, that is the end of that quest. Until later on in the game, where you'll meet him again and track down whoever murdered her. So that's done. So after that, it kind of completes that little area. I mean, you can explore the rest here. There's a Evergoal. I mean, I can make this. We can make this video a bit longer than the previous ones, and quickly go and explore the area. So make your way back here. Side race there in case you want to rest. But you already know that. And if you come up this side here, because a lot of this I did when I was on my second playthrough. I just started exploring everywhere. You'll just see these guys. I think they're in some sort of ritual. Now these guys ain't too hard. They just wield magic. And it's gravity magic. So it can be pretty deadly towards you. Let's call your wolves for a bit of help. Don't forget to keep, you know what I mean, remember your bloody slash. It's the big guy you want to be worried about. Get rid of all the little ones first. And then your wolves should just focus on it. Now he's got quite a bit of health, and he can take a fair few hits. We should whittle him down fairly quickly. Just another little bit of farming for you. Just explore around this bit. There's some little bits you can pick up. A little path here. I think think of some... What the hell is that? Oh, great dragonfly. Now, there is this door here for a catacomb. And this is the Impaler's catacomb, but we're going to do that in the next video. I'm gonna do it right now because we might need to level up, and for that catacomb, you know what I mean, it might take us a few tries. But yeah, you've discovered it, so you can easily go back to it, you can travel to it, and we will do that in the next video and polish this area off. Just be sure to grab your materials and whatever else all the way through here. Maybe I missed some there. I'll get them on the way back. There's some wolves here. Shit. That wasn't very nice. He had to die pretty quickly. The wolves ain't much of a problem. It's the white wolves. You know what I mean? You can just do that attack where what you've seen, it just kind of staggers you for a second. Just kill these guys off. I mean, 50 ruins a kill is 50 ruins a kill. We need all the ruins we can get. And the practice on the horse. And they drop thin beast bones as well, so worth just doing. Now, if you've come up here and you're wondering, well, what the fuck is that? And how do I get in there? It's straightforward. You'll find these dotted around. And in this one we have to seek 3 wise beasts. And kill the 3 wise beasts. And they're turtles. Kind of like ghost turtles, you know what I mean? They look ghostly. And they're in this area around here. Now, when I first did this, it took me a while to find them. Because, you know what I mean, they're not supposed to be easy to find. If I remember correctly. So we've killed one. Just keep your eye out. And search all around. It might take you a hot minute. You know what I mean? It might take you a little bit. But they are definitely here. I'm pretty sure. You find one in a tree. you'll notice that you can see other players, like people who've done this. You can see kind of like their spirit, which sometimes can help you finding out where they are. See, when I first did this, sometimes it can glitch out and not actually load all three of them in. So if that happens, just go back to the Shrine, the Grace site, and come back here. There's another one there. See, they are like pretty hidden. I'm pretty sure the third one's in a tree. Either in a tree or hidden in a bush somewhere. Regrets. Dog. Sometimes the messages that you see on the floor tell you where they are. Well, not where they are, but give you a hint. I do apologise for how long it's taken, but these are not meant to be easy. Just keep an eye out for a ghostly turtle, tortoise, turtle, whatever. I don't think that wasn't a turtle. I just killed that bird for no reason. Where are you? It is annoying because you can be looking for a while for them. The best thing to do is just get off your horse and just have a look in the trees. I'm pretty sure he's actually in the tree. But you can always YouTube like locations and stuff. And I know I'm supposed to be doing a walkthrough, but they could be in, in some of the most stupid places, and you've probably walked past it a good 10 times. Look carefully, dog ahead. No, that doesn't help. But anyway, you have to find 3 wise beasts, which are 3 turtles, and kill them. And then when you can get in that place, and usually it's kind of like a spell or something, you know what I mean, that you can acquire from the, not you know what I mean, it's not overly important to do it. But if you're looking on just collecting everything, oh, don't forget there's a grace point here as well. If you're looking at just killing everything and just exploring everything, and I can understand with some people, I mean, like, I want to get in there because I want to see what it is, then it shouldn't be too hard to find. And it's not, I just don't really have the time to look for it for this video. Probably will do it in the next one, so I do apologise for that. So yeah, that's what's up that side. We've got a couple more minutes left, so we can quickly do the other side. Some more puppies. Let's get them dealt with. Get your loot. Irina's lily. Some insects flying around, which can be a bit annoying. Just keep collecting your row of fruit. So, you know what I mean? And just be careful of these flowers as well, because it can cause poison damage. And where this green bar is, if that gets full, it will kill you. You'll become poisoned, and unless you've got antidotes and stuff like that, it can take a while for it to wear off. And at low level and not having a lot of health, it will just eat away at you. However, you can kill them all. They are weak to fire, so if you've got fire arrows or that torch, you can use that, which will make it easy. Let's just chug something, like a Molotov or something in there. Is there an archer up there? Yeah, there is. And up this way there's tower, lookout tower. Usually a couple of floors in there for you to have a look through. Just be careful, because you can get knocked off. Yeah, this side you can die. Just get smash that up. You find a chest here. Hand ballista and ballista bolt. So hand ballista is basically kind of like this. Now, I don't know. You could use it. The damage on it's not too bad. So we'll just start upgrading it and whatever else. Could be well worth it. Might actually use it in this build myself. Once we start leveling up a little bit. interesting to see what sort of power we can get out of it. So that's up there. I mean, you can, if you want, you could. How much do you get for these? 14 ruins per. So you could farm them if you want. It's completely up to you. But that's what's up that way. There's some herb there. All of these annoying critters. Usually if you kill the main one, the other ones start cowering, and yeah, they won't fight you anymore. So there's a site of grace up here. So we've done that side, we've done that side. I'm gonna rest at this one. See, you can see that I'm carrying 10k ruins. I would not recommend carrying 10k ruins at a time, especially this early on in the game, because if you lose them, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get them again. Now, I come across this guy here, and these are quite powerful, so try and stay out of his way. And horseback for him. You can come across this bridge. Some herb there. Some more rower fruit. Yeah, them guys are also annoying. Especially around here. They have spears. So they can lunge at you. And also cause poison damage. Can also knock you off your horse as well. Just make your way through. Kicking them off. And then when we get to the next side race, we're going to end the video there. We're ready for next time. Sure. You'll see some bats up here. Depending on what time of day it is. And then we'll come to this church here. And there's a sacred tier for you there. Alright, so this draws to the end of this episode. Use that sacred tier to increase the amount of HP or FP replenished by your flasks. So, yes, because once you take a potion, it'll heal you more now. You can also talk to Melina here as well. So be sure to do that.
Spoken echoes like words of Queen Marika, if you wish.
She's just gonna share some words.
To the land, grow strong.
And then she'll leave. So now your map should be looking a bit like that. We've done that quest there. We've explored a bit. In the next episode we will explore this little area. And then we'll also go and get another very important item that we're going to need. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. Of course, if you have, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, share with your friends. I hope these videos are helping you on your journey in Elden Ring. This has been part 5. Part 6 I will do tomorrow and get that uploaded for you guys. But until then, happy gaming, and I will catch you later.